corner of the Temple Mount. You can see the Dome of the Rock behind you. And you can really see now very clearly the gold sheet, the gold plating that King Hussein of Jordan donated to put on top of the Dome of the Rock. As I said, the real dome itself is made out of lead and it's black. So if you took that off, it would be black. But I don't know how much that cost, but I'm sure it was a lot. Okay, then you see the black dome of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. That's what that dome used to look like. And then Mount of Olives here is sitting directly to the east. This is the pinnacle of the temple, the southeast corner of the temple, where Satan brought the Lord Jesus and challenged him to jump off. It's the highest point here on the Temple Mount, about 250 feet to the ground. So it's it's a pretty good jump. Okay, so here we are. We're over on the southeast corner. A lot of times we don't get to come over here, so I'm cautiously kind of keeping my eyes open to see if any of the WAF guys are going to come over here. Generally, we don't get to come over here. The stone that you're on, this platform, is part of what Herod beautified when he expanded the Temple Mount. But the stones you're actually standing on are not from Herod's time. We will go stand on a bunch of stones that are from Herod's time, and you'll see the difference. These are modern because, because these idiots, they started digging under the Temple Mount, putting in, we don't even know what they were putting in because the Israelis have no control. So they started digging under here, doing something, and when they did it, they upset the very delicate engineering balance of this thing, and the wall, the southern wall, began bulging out. And people were very concerned the wall was going to actually collapse. I mean, it had this huge bulge in it. I remember seeing it. And so then they had to come back and they had to go down there and do engineering work. We don't even know what they did. We don't even know what they were doing to start with, or what's going on. But they tore up all the original stones that were here. And then when they were finished doing whatever they needed to do engineering-wise to stabilize the wall, they put this new stone down. So the stone you're standing on is new, like I'm standing on, is just new stuff. Who knows what they did down here? But even on a more serious level, all the stuff they dug out, all the dirt, which contained who knows how much archaeological material. I mean, you can only imagine what you might find digging out under the Temple Mount like that. Because remember, it wasn't paved over and covered until the time of Herod. So before that, who knows what's actually down and under here? They wouldn't let the Israelis look at it. They wouldn't let any archaeologist have access to it. They trucked it away to who knows where and dumped it. And so there's probably some of the most amazing archaeological stuff we maybe will have ever found, but we can't get access to it. The Israelis can't. The Muslims won't let them have access to it. So this thing, the Israelis, when they took, in 1967, I told you, when they took the Temple Mount, they left it in the hands of the Arabs as like a goodwill issue, trying to, make a gesture to the world. And man, it has been a pain in their side ever since. They should have kept the Temple Mount, thrown those guys out of here. I mean, the old phrase, no good deed goes unpunished? Yeah, well, this is the classic example of no good deed going unpunished that you're standing on right here. So it's so sad, because who knows what could be found if the Israelis could just get access to the stuff, but they can't. So, we'll let you take some pictures. Remember the top of the wall here, you can see the very flat block. Suleiman reconstructed most of this where we are in 1538. And then after you take some pictures, we're going to go down to the Golden Gate, but on the inside of the wall. You saw the Golden Gate from the outside, right? Yes. We're going to go down and see it from the inside, and when we go down and see it from the inside, we'll show you that you can actually see the lower gate, the gate from the time of Christ, from the inside. You can't see it from the outside because when they piled all that dirt up to plant the cemetery, they covered the original gate up. It's down under all that dirt that was brought in so they could bury people there. You with me? Okay, so we'll go down there next.